Hello and welcome back to the Logical Idiots
Yeah,
podcast.
nice try. You can
Yeah.
ever.
I fucking got it, bitch. Fuck you.
You didn't.
No, anyway, welcome back, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, we're just chilling today. This is gonna be kind of a rushed episode because we didn't record one last week, and so when this is actually coming out, we're recording this the day before it's coming out, so it'll
We are.
be fun. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, silly gooses become silly geeses if we're not careful. So
Are you? What?
we've flown too close to the sun on this one. It's gonna be a rushed editing process for Austin.
Yeah, I have to edit this, and then I have to edit another video to upload tomorrow, and then I have a video I've been working on trying to upload for like when we were doing Drunk Lethal Company that I still have not finished editing yet. So this week's been busy for me.
It's been an ass week.
Yeah, dude, tell me about it.
I've
You
been
have
sick.
no idea.
I've
had a pretty good week because I haven't had school, and I don't have school tomorrow either.
This is
winning.
Kiss my ass.
yeah. Fuck you, Shire. This is
I think I'm okay actually.
this is like day 3 of my sickness.
Yeah, it's cold as shit up here at
It's
Purdue.
okay, Grant. I feel you. Remember when I was sick for like 2 weeks straight?
Yes.
Dude,
That was not fun.
I've been making fun of David. So David's battery died in his car last semester, right?
Just tell him to turn it back on.
So he got it replaced, right? He skipped like when it dropped down to like, single digits up here, he started turning it on every day to make sure it was working right. He missed a single day. Died instantly. And
See, old Ava? Ava's a resilient girl.
Well-
I turn her on once a month.
yeah,
Fires right up.
I turn on once a week and it's fine. And I got mine replaced like my senior year of high school, so like I just make fun of him for that. But I told him like, dude, it's definitely got to be like a grounding issue. That's why it's it's happening.
Where's
It's
the
not- it can't-
alternators going out?
Either one. He's taken to the repair shop on Friday, and I gotta jump and
Probably
make
his
sure I can get there.
alternator. To be
My
honest.
my car's developed. It's developed a soul, and that soul prefers to fuck with me. Because I kid you not, I've had like my grandfather and my father have both looked over my car multiple times.
Mhm.
Fixed almost everything that's need fixed.
Okay.
Yet as soon as it gets below 10 degrees, my car will take a second to turn on, fully turn on, and then just stop dead in its tracks. Just stop.
Yeah.
It's done. It quits.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm really happy. Well, it's not a good reason, but my mom and stepdad went to Detroit because sadly a few weeks ago my stepdad's mom passed away, so they're going to her funeral. But in good news, while they're gone, I get to park in the garage, the heated garage,
Let's go.
so
W.
I don't have to sit shivering in my car whenever I leave.
Oh yeah, no, that's not an option for me anymore. I used to have a garage I could sit in, but now I'm at campus and yeah, we're just parked outside.
Just feels so good after I cleared 4 feet of snow off the top of my car.
Dude, tell me about it, dude. It's always the worst when like you start wiping it away and then like the wind will pick up and then so snow will drop off on the tree and snow will land right exactly where you just cleaned off.
Oh my fucking god.
So you just gotta wipe it off again. Dude, that happened to me yesterday and I just looked at it and go, just
Dude.
Walmart trip better be fucking worth it.
When you forget to brush the roof of your car before you do your
Oh
windshield,
no.
and
Because then you get everything melted, defrosted, and then it's just covered again as soon as you start driving.
Dude,
so annoying, bro.
no,
Or you forget to like wipe off your headlights or like your grill, and as you're driving, it blows up. Oh my
You're
god.
just driving, and all of a sudden, oh, I can't see anymore.
I always remember to wipe the top off, but I'm an asshole because I have like the bed of my truck and I have like a cover on it.
Oh,
And so
you're
I
such a
don't wipe that
bastard.
off, so whoever's behind me just gets slammed with snow.
You're such a bastard, dude.
Not my problem. That's theirs now.
Dude, if you were a dinosaur, you'd be a. Oh wait, no, I can't say that because it's going on YouTube. Never mind. Never mind.
I know exactly what you're about to say too.
Do any of your dads shovel on instinct?
Oh yeah,
No, they tell me to shovel.
definitely.
Like it is genuinely like I've never once in my life thought I'd have a problem with someone always scooping for me. But like after I cleared off that like 3.5 foot, a lot of snow on top of my car, there was obviously all around the car then. So I parked in a different spot in our driveway and I told my mom because it was getting dark out, I'll clean it up tomorrow. Apparently, as soon as the dude walked outside and saw it there, he just scooped it before he left. Like he did not hesitate.
No, my
No.
my dad. Grant was texting me when we got back for winter break. He's like, "Dude, I'm begging for some snow right now," and I said, "Better fucking not snow." He goes, "Why? Don't you love snow?" I'm like, "Not when I'm at home, because that means I have to be the one to shovel. Because the second it snows, when it's done, my dad will be like, all right, go shovel the sidewalk in the driveway." Grant can testify. Our driveway is fucking long.
Oh yeah, it's so.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
It's well, because like it's a there's one of those oh god, fucking like sewer elevators or whatever it's called. I can't remember like the exact terminology for it, but um it's like something for the city. So basically when we built on that property, they're like, "Hey, we need to have access to this." So they paid for that driveway to be that long, and so we anytime it gets like broken or whatever, they end up paying to fix it like the city does. So that's nice. But um yeah, but it also means I have to be the one to go out and shovel that entire fucking driveway when it snows, which is like between 3 to 5 hours out there in the snow just shoveling.
We have a snowplow too, but it fucking broke literally just
Just use
before
a
snow
leaf
came.
blower.
Motherfucker, that doesn't work in the Midwest where the first fucking 2 feet of the snow on the ground is pure ice.
Yeah. No, Shire's, a little southern boy, so he doesn't understand Midwest problems.
That's
of
what that's
snow.
what I that's what I was really happy for my mom because she got some enjoyment while she's been in Detroit because one of my stepdad's brothers has never seen snow
Oh.
because because he moved away when he was fairly young from Detroit and got out of there, so anytime that he was around snow, he was too young to remember it. And apparently, my mom was having the time of her life watching him go outside, freak the fuck out, come back inside because it's cold as shit outside. Meanwhile, almost every guy in my in my dad's side of the family walks outside in the winter in shorts.
I do too.
Dude, it was so funny. Okay. So I was in Blur's chat one day for stream, right? And this was like right after it snowed. And one of his friends was like, "Oh yeah, we finally just got the snow coming in." Like, she's from she's more southern, so she doesn't get a whole lot of snow there. She's like, "Yeah, we just got a whole bunch of snow. I was so excited. I like took the day off and shit. I was so happy." And I was just like sitting there going, "Anytime I see snow, I'm a grumpy bastard." She's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because I know that snow means I either have to be the one shoveling, it's gonna be hell to walk to classes, and my teachers are gonna be grumpy as shit because they had to drive in it, and they don't want to be here the same as we do." So it's never a good day when it snows.
Completely disagree. I love the snow.
Yeah.
And here's the difference, right? Austin, your driveway is really long,
Mhm.
but my driveway was really, really thick, right? Like it was really, really wide, right? Because it was 3 car lengths wide and 3 car lengths deep,
Mhm.
right? So it's probably like a 30 by 30 foot area.
Yeah.
But what we did when I was a kid was throughout the night or whenever it snowed, we were shoveling every 4 or 5 inches as it fell.
Yeah.
Right. So by the time the snow had stopped, our driveway was completely clear and there was no snow on the ground.
Oh no. It was like, hey, stay inside until it's done snowing. Then when all the snow is piled up, then go out and start shoveling the entire thing. Because my dog is also, I love my dog to death, but
Little prissy bitch.
yeah. Yeah, thank you. because
so many words.
yeah, because she hates the snow. She'll walk on ice, but if there is snow, she will not walk on it, meaning she will either pee on the porch or the sidewalk. So I have to go and shovel a little spot for her as well, so that there's no snow there, so that she can go to the bathroom. And then I have to like shovel the entire like sidewalk too, which that already takes like 30 minutes. But then the driveway is like agonizingly long, so I have to at least go from the mailbox to where my dad's garage is, Grant.
Yeah.
That already is just a long thing too.
Oh yeah.
And like just for a car length too, it's just like it takes hours. So I was not really wanting snow when I was down there.
That's why what you actually do is you just shovel 2 strips where the tires go. And then shovel the area right next to the garage fully. That's
Or-
what you should do.
And hear me out, right? I just don't shovel at all. That's their fucking problem.
Well, now it's their fucking problem.
True.
See, I would, but the problem is since my fucking stepdad is the one who always scoops and he does it so goddamn well, I felt like I had to do it to his standards and I couldn't even fucking do that. I don't know how the fuck he does it. Like you can see
It's
the
built into
entire
the
drive.
Midwestern dad.
Dude, when he does it, he can see you can see the entire driveway. And half of the driveway is that weird rocky gravel shit where there's no possible way you can evenly scrape it. It's impossible. Yet he does it.
Dude.
What you don't know is that in the middle of the night, he's out there with a blowtorch.
He's gotta be. There's no other explanation.
Your stepdad's out there flame throwing. Just
He's like the Elon Musk video.
Yes, dude.
No, dude.
He does it until it evaporates.
Can we
too.
talk
No
about the
ice.
Midwestern indoctrination? Because every Midwestern dad just indoctrinates their child by showing them how to do every single thing imaginable by like with manual labor. That way, when they grow up to be a dad, and they can do the same thing to their kids, and they never have to pay to get shit fixed, they can just do it
True.
themselves. That's
They're
it
like,
is.
Honey, can you come clean my gutters? Fuck.
No,
That's
no.
my dad and my grandma.
Yeah, true. No, also just the fact like with Midwestern dads too, the first time we have to fix something, if we don't know how to do it, we don't like, oh, we have to call someone to get it fixed, whatever. Our thing is we'll just take it apart, put it back
figure it out.
together, and just hope it works from there.
So real. dude.
That's just how we operate now.
All the fucking Midwestern dads I know, they're fucking like, I hope that I can evolve into them one day because I'm nowhere near that level currently.
Uh-huh.
Cause like I've already explained to you, like my stepdad, one of the hardest working motherfuckers I know. I've never met a motherfucker that can work as hard as he does.
Could
Mhm.
not be me.
He is literally only home for like 3 hours a night that is not sleeping. Dude is on the grind constantly. My dad and grandpa are literally known all across the United States because they just know people and are that nice.
Could not be Austin.
No.
But not.
Grant, can we talk about how you stopped at like the that little detour section one time when on the way back to stop to that to talk to that family, like the gravel road
yeah.
section? Dude, could not be me. If I see people out there walking, I'm driving by faster. I do not want to stop and talk.
They waved. You can't just like ignore the wave.
I'll wave back, but I'll drive faster. You know.
Dude, a wave is a Midwestern. I want to fuck you. Like that's just a real.
That's why I drive fast. No, I'm kidding.
That's
Wait
why
a
I
minute.
stopped, buddy.
Wait a minute though, but everyone in my hometown waves.
No.
Yeah.
No, Grant's
Oh
the
no.
Grant's the type of guy to give like the Midwestern goodbye. I
so
I
what?
prefer the Irish goodbye personally.
Just disappear.
Dude,
Dude,
my family loves the Midwestern goodbye. I want to be like, hey, I'm gonna run to the car real quick, and I get in the car and drive off without a word.
It's
Also-
built into my fucking genetics, okay? If I'm leaving anywhere, there is at least 8 conversations and
30
30
minutes
goodbyes
minimum.
happening.
Nah,
30
couldn't be
minutes
me.
minimum.
If I'm leaving, it's because I gotta go somewhere, or I don't want to be there anymore. Meaning,
Like,
I'm
Austin,
leaving.
This is the choice I make. This is not a conscious decision. I just get stuck in it.
So real. No, Austin's
Yeah.
the type of guy who's like at a party, somebody's like, "Where'd Austin go?" And then somebody else is like, "Hey, has anybody seen the Buffalo Trace?" And Austin is just running away. Like it's like a movie where it just cuts to Austin sprinting down the road with the bottle.
Dude, Austin's
Dude,
the
that is
kind of guy to
so
go to
real
a
too.
dude. He's the kind of guy to go to a strip club for the buffet only.
Dude, real.
Dang.
I'm
No,
the type of guy to go
that
to
is
a strip
that
club
is
for
actually
buffet.
no. Like have no interest of ever going in that place. But if there's a buffet there,
Can
know-
we talk about how fucking good strip clubs are at business, especially the ones with buffets? Like they know
Buffets
what
and
they're
drinks,
doing,
yeah.
and they're making fucking bank off of it.
oh yeah, they know what they're about, son. You know.
I can't even fucking deny. Like they're good ass business people. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Mhm.
We should go to Bangkok.
What?
I go there every night, baby.
Oh Jesus.
One-way ticket, internet fame.
We'll live out our own hangover.
That's Hangover 2. All right.
Yeah, it's still part of the Hangover trilogy.
Okay. Can we talk about how bad
The
Hangover 3
cinematic
was?
universe.
The Hangover, like the first Hangover movie, was fantastic. Honestly, one of the best comedy movies. Hangover 2 was just like a rinse and repeat, so it wasn't nearly as good. Hangover 3 was just bad. Like just generally just bad.
I disagree. I love all three.
Really?
Hell, even my mom loves all three, and she usually does not like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude, the extended Hangover cinematic universe is
I-
peak.
I
Yeah.
literally last paycheck, I bought all three.
Oh, nice. We've been Grant and I started watching the TED show.
Oh my
Uh,
god,
Oh,
it's
that
so
was so-
funny.
dude,
It's so funny.
I binged the shit out of that so fast.
we only finished the first 4 episodes. Dude, I have not laughed that hard at a TV show in a long time.
It's so fucking funny.
They did such a good job. I love Seth MacFarlane with every fiber of my being.
I don't understand how they managed to make it even better than the movies, because the movies were already good. Like, so,
Movies were fucking hilarious.
they were great, but the TV show just one-ups it so much better. I don't know how they did it, but it, I feel like
But
it's
yeah,
got to be like, you
They
know,
have a lot more time to, cause with the movies, you know, you just be like, all right, we got a talking teddy bear and his best friend. They're both fucking drug addict assholes, but are also best friends and hilarious. And it's really simple just to build a movie off of that. But to build a TV show, you have to get a lot more storyline. You have to get a lot more lore. You have to go a lot more in depth. You have to plan story arcs. You
yeah,
have to make things line up. You have to connect them to the movies.
You mean like pretending to be someone's dad?
That is fucked up, and we all knew it. All right, it was hilarious. It was hilarious, but it was horribly fucked up.
yeah, that was pretty bad. Now,
And then the guy just fucking accepts it. He's like, "Thank you guys. I appreciate your support.
yeah.
Fuck out of here."
Nah,
He
dude,
just needs
that's
some
real
love.
though. Like, if you're in his perspective, bro, he hated life. He wasn't doing well in school. Just absolutely hated everyone. And then 2 people who he was bullying pretended to be his dad and got him good grades and taught him like self-respect. Like, come on. Although it was pretty funny though.
I love watching Ted go from a not complete piece of shit to a complete piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's great. It's the greatest arc of all time.
No, dude, when he absolutely nails whatever his cousin's name is with the egg, like the ostrich egg.
Oh
I-
my god.
Lost my shit. 'Cause I called it like 5. I saw her running by. I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely about to just whale her with this fucking egg, and she just gets dropped immediately.
Dude, and then Ted is like, "Is this what we've been doing to people? Johnny, we were so wrong." Johnny.
Can we talk about how Seth MacFarlane is starting what I'm going to refer as an Adam Sandler movie basis?
Yeah.
Where he is taking all of his friends and consistently giving them more work. The same cast from The Orville,
Mhm.
some of the same cast from Family Guy, American Dad.
Yep.
I
Like
I
he is just
didn't
consistently
realize.
giving people work.
I didn't realize that the guy who plays Maddie, the dad, I didn't realize that that actor is also Steve in American Dad.
And
Yeah.
he plays in the Orville.
And
Yeah, I knew that.
the girl who like the niece or cousin or whatever, she also is in the Orville.
Dude, he plays a
principal.
fucking he plays a Boston dad so well.
So
The principal's in
Dude,
the
okay.
Orville as well.
Yeah.
I think what makes the Ted show so good compared to other like sitcom kind of shows is that I feel like with a lot of sitcoms and shit, they don't balance the cringe part with the comedy as well. Like they try to like 50-50 it, but I feel like Ted gets like that right amount of cringe, and then like he knows where to hit it with a comedy right after, you know?
Oh yeah.
So I feel like there's like 10, maybe 15% cringe in the show, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty low.
It's low,
I
but
I
it's
think
just
he-
good enough.
I think Seth MacFarlane's years on Family Guy have taught him perfectly how to take how to make a situation cringe and then immediately make it into a funny moment.
Yep, I totally agree.
Because like people like I don't know if you guys have seen it on your For You pages, but Family Guy cutaway skits have become a really popular trend lately.
Yeah.
And there's a reason to it because people think that there's a lot of people who genuinely believe that Family Guy isn't funny. It is because those cutaways are meant to just be stupid and catch you off guard. That is the whole point.
Dude.
As Ernest Hemingway once said, I wonder what this gun tastes like.
That just dude, the instant cut to the professor wearing the bear suit. I don't think I've ever like that. I have never been more caught off guard by a scene than that because it goes from him accidentally breaking a picture frame with like the cue ball for pool to Tim turning around and there's just a dude in a bear suit just staring at him, giving him the fuck me eyes.
Dude, and he looks so satisfied too. Like he's
He's
so
excited. He's so excited. He's so happy.
He's just happy to be there. He's
Dude.
just in his own little world.
We were talking about the apple pie joke, and okay, we need to bring this back to a conversation Grant and I have been having for the past week now.
No, it's
Because-
been longer than a week.
Has it been longer than a week?
It's
Oh
been
yeah, because
longer
we
than a
didn't talk
week.
about it on the podcast. Okay. So I want to preface this, but I brought up a something to Grant that he had never heard of. Right? I brought it up to someone else, and then it kind of spiraled into this where we're at now. And I want to get your guys to. I know I'm an idiot for this, but I just don't give a shit. There's
you're
a
not
there's
just an idiot.
no. Here's the thing. Okay, let me just say. Okay, so I brought up to Grant. Like I had just burnt the roof of my mouth when I was eating, right? And so I tell Grant, I'm like, dude, have you ever burnt the roof of your mouth? And he goes, I don't know. I think so.
Okay, that is not. I've definitely burnt the roof of my mouth.
No, you have not. We came to. You
okay,
haven't.
I've first degree burned the roof of my mouth.
Okay. Fair enough. Anyway, so we're talking about that. He's like, yeah, I think I have. And I'm like, yeah, we're like, where like the skin peels off of it at the top of it. He goes, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? That doesn't happen with you? He goes, no, I've never heard of that. And we looked it up. That's like a 2nd degree burn when you're burning the roof of your mouth. And he goes, are you doing that? And I'm like, I feel like it's somewhat common. It's not somewhat common. It happens. It happened a lot when I was eating frozen pizzas often in high school and shit. Because I was like,
How fast were you eating them
here,
off the oven?
here's the thing.
Let's be honest.
Hey, listen.
This motherfucker literally goes, no, this is something that happens to people pretty frequently.
I thought it was frequently. Listen, let me just say this. I am impatient and I am hungry. If I am cooking pizza, like a frozen pizza, it's because I am hungry and want to eat like almost immediately, right? So I'm like, when this pizza's done, I'm like, yes, finally, I'm so hungry. So I'll cut it up. I'll like put it on the table. I'll get the water and my napkin and shit like that. Turn the oven off, and then I'll eat. But because it's usually like the cheese won't be as hot, but the sauce has been sitting under the cheese, and I'll bite, and the sauce is like boiling hot almost, and it'll fucking stick to the roof of my mouth and burn it.
I ain't ever once in my goddamn life burned the roof of my mouth so bad that skin has started
You're
peeling off.
goddamn right.
Listen,
I've
listen,
burned it a lot. I've burned it a lot. Okay, I am stupid. I eat hot shit when I should have waited at least 10 minutes.
You're
But I
goddamn
ain't
right.
ever burned it so bad
what
that my skin has started
You're
peeling off.
goddamn right.
it gets
You're
worse. It gets
goddamn
worse.
right.
Because I told Grant this, and he's like, dude, he's like, why the fuck would you not just blow on it first? I'm just like, because I was impatient and hungry. And he goes, dude, did you at least stop after the first bite? And I'm just like, nah, at that point, it's already burnt off. Why not just keep eating and enjoying it? You know?
Fuck.
And so he's like, dude, I don't think anyone else besides you has done this. So I reached out to one of my buddies, and he goes, yeah, dude, that's pretty common. And he started asking around to all of his friends, and no one else has done it besides me and my friend, apparently. But I swear to God, there are other people out there that are just
It's
like,
not that there's not. It's just the 1% versus the 99.
listen, it's the people who are like, oh yeah, I don't have shit else to do, you know. I'm eating quickly because I'm hungry and I have shit to do. I'm trying to go from
listen.
one thing to another.
No, you listen to me here. You know that movie where the guy goes to the future and they got fucking Mountain Dew fields and shit?
Idiocracy.
Every single person on that goddamn planet, I bet they burned the roof of their mouth like you're a dumbass. You wait an extra minute! 60 seconds!
Listen. Listen, I don't eat it. I don't eat it like the second I pull it out of the oven.
That's what it sounds like! How do you
No.
burn it that bad?
Yes, Silas.
No, like I said, I cut it and I bring it to the table and then I get the other shit with it. It's the fact that it's the sauce. It's not the cheese and it's not like the thing. It's the sauce because it's just so hot and it's like smashed between like the cheese and the bread and shit like that. So it just doesn't have like the heat escape. Then when you take a bite out of it, then the heat escapes and it's just like,
Let
fuck.
me give you an example to show you how absurd this is.
This is a real. Where you get that cheese, Danny?
My father grew up in a family of 5 boys. My grandma would make an amount of food. Everyone got their first take, and as soon as everyone got their first take, it was a free-for-all. Whatever there was left, whoever got to it, got to it. So they fucking annihilate shit. Watching my dad eat is like watching an Olympic sprinter.
Dude.
He still does it to this day because it's instinct. And I don't think he's ever once burned his mouth.
It only happens with pizza. Like frozen, it only happens with frozen pizza. That's all that it happens with for me.
How hot are you cooking this pizza?
400 degrees.
The normal
Are
thing.
Yeah.
you sure you're not cooking it in the core of the goddamn planet?
You know, with how old this oven is, it might be.
Like
You're goddamn right,
I
Silas.
don't understand.
Listen,
goddamn right.
dude, listen. It's just the sauce because it's so hot and it
Under the
just
sauce.
has no way to like really escape.
Where's the cheese?
Oh, dude, my mom got
But
one of
an-
those.
anyway.
My mom got one of those pizzas while she was in Detroit, and it looks so good.
Your dad eats exactly the same way me and my mom do. My mom had a very similar situation, and so when I grew up, even though I'm an only child, it was just seeing how my mom ate, so I just became doing the same thing. And so every meal I eat, doesn't matter how big, I'm usually done in like 5 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes is the max if I'm like out to eat. And I have like a huge meal. But my dad, was raised in a household where you eat slow, right? And so he'll take like 20 minutes to eat. But my grandpa, oh my God, dude, it is painful because, he was the one.
Take forever.
He was the one who raised my dad, right? And in his family, he grew up in kind of like a place where like you didn't have much food, growing up, and so he ate slower, let it digest, so he stayed like kind of skinnier, but also just like it felt more full. He didn't eat all at once. And well, now if you go out to eat with them, bro, it doesn't matter what he's eating. Guaranteed, it's gonna be between 30 minutes to 45 minutes from the finish. Dude, I've seen this man eat a McDonald's burger It took him 30 minutes just to eat the burger alone, not including the fries.
That's my oldest brother, Bryce. That is him to the fucking core. Every time we go out to eat with him, every time, we know he's taking a to-go box. He literally lives his life on the leftover plans. Dude will order an entire second meal just to take home with him, even though he barely touches the first one.
Me as fuck.
Dude.
But to be fair, he's gotten me into it where whenever I order out to eat, I usually get extra food. Like unless I'm sitting down and eating, I usually get extra food so I have something to eat later now. It's kind of a habit.
It depends on where I go for that. I'll do that sometimes, but
Chick-fil-A.
It's just
I don't do it with Chick-fil-A.
I'm a very
do
loyal
Chick-fil-A.
man to restaurants, and Chili's never lets me down, so I like only eat at Chili's.
I eat Tyson Dino Nuggies and DiGiorno.
It's just when I'm eating out, Chili's is my go-to. If I have
Fair
money
enough.
if I have money to go out, I'm going to Chili's. It's just my favorite place.
Yep,
It's
I
just
understand.
always
That's
reliable.
how I am with Culver's, dude. Like when I go out to Walmart's or when I go to Walmart on Saturdays, you know, guaranteed I have a tradition. It's like I'll wake up around this certain time. The second I know Culver's opens at like 10 or so, I'll drive out there, grab lunch, go to Walmart, come back, and then I just finish my day just chilling. But
Dude,
like I
that's what-
always go to Culver's.
That's what I fucking do. I do not let myself get a paycheck without getting Chili's. I have to at least get Chili's once every 2 weeks.
Half my money goes to taxes, half my money goes to Chili's.
Chili's, baby back ribs.
I'm gonna be honest. This conversation has made me feel really good about how dumb Austin is.
I've always
About
known
how
I'm stupid
normal
for it.
I am.
I was just asking if it had ever happened to you, and then you took it so far, like that it was just like damn near
'Cause
hurtful.
I just couldn't fathom anyone sticking food inside their head that is so hot that the skin in the roof of their mouth, the thing covered in liquid saliva, peels. It just doesn't make
Dude,
any sense.
I-
And then to continue shoveling food into your gullet like a goddamn
Yeah,
seagull.
it's the fact that you don't stop. You get burnt and you don't quit.
I
When
like
I
the
bite
pain.
into something that I know is too hot, when I bite into something that starts to hurt because it's so hot, as soon as I bite into it, I stop. I pull
No,
my teeth
it's
away
listen,
from
listen,
the
listen. It's like that Burt Kreischer bit. It's like when
Do
you
you
feel
lean
it,
into it?
you lean into it.
Or do you pull away? When somebody sticks a finger in your ass in an orgy, are you the type of guy to lean into it or pull away?
Yeah, it's the same philosophy, man. It's like, it already happened. It can't get any hotter than that exact moment, so might as well keep going.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I just can't fathom it.
I mean, technically, my philosophy isn't wrong. It's just stupid, but it's not wrong. Like, it physically cannot get hotter than that exact moment, and so therefore it's gonna hurt less every time.
I make Forrest Gump look like a genius, and I still can't understand. I still cannot wrap my head
Listen, dude,
around this.
I'm just impatient. When there is food in front of me and I am
This goes
hungry,
beyond
but-
impatience.
Yes, but the whole reason the body learned to have pain is to tell us that
To stop.
something wrong is happening, that something bad is
and
happening.
I ignore it, right? Because my brain has led me down the wrong path many times. So I ignore that motherfucker. I avoid it like the plague.
How do you ignore hundreds of years of evolution?
The same way I ignore Grant's calls. Just don't fucking answer.
Austin's like the same way I ignore doing my homework, motherfucker.
I just out of sight, out of mind, bro.
So real though. If I don't think about it, it can't hurt me. If I don't think about it, it can't hurt me.
You look at my
Sitting
past
in your
relationships.
room, like hands over your ears, like fetal position.
So real. Oh Jesus, no, I did. I don't know. I've just like, it's just something I've done, and then like, here's the thing: the first time is like, fuck, that hurt, right? The first time that you do it ever, And then the more times you do it after that, it's like it doesn't really hurt. Like, oh,
Because you're losing nerves.
good.
You are burning off nerves from the roof of your mouth.
Good. I didn't need those motherfuckers
not
anyway.
Good.
Aus-
This is
Aus-
not a good
They
thing.
were weakening me, Silas, bro. Like,
Me and Silas, Austin, stop! You're hurting yourself. Austin, hands over ears. No, no.
This Donna,
No,
all I can picture right now is Charlie Day drinking paint, and Austin
Oh
is
my
Charlie
God.
Day. This is all I can think of.
no. Grant, when you said that, I thought you'd be like me just being like, yeah, because I deserve it or whatever, some shit like that. Because like, dude,
Like flogging.
Yeah.
It's Austin's personal flogging.
it's my penance. You know,
That's your confession, bro.
bow down to the food gods.
Well, okay. Austin, when he's making a fucking Totino's oven pizza.
Hey, fuck you! I
Well,
don't eat Totino's. It's
What?
it's DiGiorno, motherfucker.
Oh, I like DiGiorno too, but Totino's is what I used to eat because I
Mm.
was
Are you talking about like
broke.
Totino's?
It was
like
Red
this
Baron
pizza?
and DiGiorno for me.
Totino's pizzas.
Like the small rectangle pizzas?
Yeah.
Shit, awful. Fucking hate it.
You buy those.
Austin's food opinions are immediately irrelevant to me because that
Fair enough.
is the
Fair enough.
best. That is the best
Listen.
goddamn frozen pizza. Me and my mom literally talk about constantly how it is like crack. Every time she buys them, we immediately eat them.
No,
I'm gonna
Listen.
be honest. I'm never gonna choose it over DiGiorno though.
Well,
Well-
like here's the thing. Because I can't just eat one of those. Like because I'm
Oh.
fat and they're small, I need at least two. So if there's only one, I don't eat them. So if we're just talking regular frozen big pizzas, then I think Red Baron would have to be my favorite.
fair. Listen, I would like to say this.
No.
Okay. I think the two best frozen pizzas. One, it belongs to DiGiorno. I think Red Baron's on a close second, but DiGiorno's croissant crust and Detroit style, easily their two best.
I feel like with pizzas, it's big on where and who you grew up around.
I think it's
I grew
also
up around people who were broke.
Yeah.
So I ate a lot of Totino's pizzas.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I mostly had Totino's pizzas at home, and then since my grandparents owned the bowling alley, they only served Red Baron pizza.
fair enough.
So I grew up on that. So that was automatically my go-to, and it still tastes like the bowling alley to me. It just fills me with nostalgia.
my parents.
That
were-
is real, dude. That is so real.
My parents
ahead.
were buying Totino's pizzas with the change from the car. Like, that's a reality.
I do that to this day. Like
That's
like
broke
my mom.
behavior. That's
like
broke
my-
behavior.
like my mom, she keeps track of all the deals at all the grocery stores and stuff. So anytime that Totino's is on sale for even less, my mom tells me, and I will go take like $10 and get as much as I can.
Mhm.
Me and my mom is training me to become like a coupon fucking person. My mom is fucking good at it.
No, dude, there's something about like when you eat something for a while and then you don't have it for a while, right? And you go to a completely different place and they have this something similar that just reminds you of it. So like I went to Florida over this last summer, right? And when we were there, they had this we ate at a place that had this barbecue sauce, the same thing that like is one of my favorites at Purdue here. I had never seen it anywhere else but Purdue, and I got it, and dude, my face lit up immediately. I was unreasonably happy and excited for it. My parents thought I was fucking insane, but like there's something about like the nostalgia you get from just certain food flavors you don't usually get, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same way. It's the same kind of thing with like the smell, like smelling. You know, if you smell like a scent and it like reminds you of someone from a while back or whatever, you know, you immediately get hit with those memories. So
Oh yeah. Always good memories too.
Yeah, but the shitty part is that those Red Baron memories are
I'm gonna need a
also
second.
filled with little kid parties. because we hosted birthday parties all the time. So of course we only served Red Baron.
You're eating
And
pizza for the kids?
some of those kids made fucking abominations of messes. One kid took the pizza and tried wrapping it around a fucking bowling pin.
What?
Cause my sister, ever since she was really little, she always loved to paint. So my grandma would let her. My grandma used to do it, but then once my sister was old enough, my sister would paint extra bowling pins, and like paint them with different designs, and they'd be birthday pins. So anyone who had their birthday at the bowling alley would get to take a bowling pin home.
Interesting.
Okay. I want to throw this out there because I want to see if anyone. Okay, did any of you guys go to Chuck E.
Womp
Cheese?
womp. No.
Yeah.
Like once, but
Okay.
way beyond what
Well-
I can remember.
Well, Silas and Grant. Okay, this is gonna go to Shire.
Nope. Yeah, not me.
This one's gonna go to Shire then. Do you remember how good their fucking pizza is? It is
Oh my god.
so.
I
was
heard
so
it was
good.
wonderful.
It is so good for no reason. Like,
The only thing I
Yeah.
remember is that I didn't like it.
what?
That's
That
what
is
you told
literally
me.
one of the only memories I have of Chuck E. Cheese.
Well-
It might just remember it could have been the place. It does not speak to all Chuck E. Cheeses.
Well, dude.
No, it does. Fuck Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, here's the thing, right? One thing about Chuck E. Cheese, like, you know, as a kid, the arcade's like fun and shit, but like,
That's
you know,
unreasonable.
you can't go back as an adult because, like, unless you have a
Disagree.
child. No, they physically don't want to let you in. Like,
What?
I've known people
if
who
you-
try to
if
go
you-
in. If you
if you
don't
don't-
have a child, they will not let you in.
Yeah, you need a child accompanying you.
Yeah, but like I've thought about like just going back for the pizza one time because I was just like, damn, that sounds really good. And then someone told me about that, and I'm just like, okay, guess not.
Can we
Damn.
talk? Can we talk about such a fucking weird phrase I just said? Was my brain did the thing where it short circuits on what it was, but whatever I said is a weird thing to think about.
I have no idea what you just said.
Fuck.
Enlighten me.
Fuck. I don't remember.
No, please enlighten me.
Yeah, come on, Silas.
Go ahead, Silas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Think about it. What was you thinking? What, huh? What the more
We're not
you
moving on
you
until
think
you
about
say
it, the more you're gonna forget it.
I know that's stupid, man. Fuck you. Fuck.
We're not moving on until you think of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, big boy.
Yeah.
Start speaking.
Hey, we still got another 18 minutes in this recording, bro. 18 minutes of silence here if we need to. Start
I'll
thinking.
do it.
I
I'll
know
fucking
you
do
will.
it.
I know you will. So I'm kind of scared.
Oh,
Silas, come on.
I remember now. That we need to be accompanied by a child. Isn't that such a weird statement? That
I
you
thought
need
that
to
was
be
weird.
accompanied by a child?
Yeah. That is. It's like being accompanied by an adult. It's like, okay, that makes sense. Then being accompanied by a child just feels like
Like,
It-
that feels
Dude.
wrong.
Fucking government.
all.
dude.
All I can imagine is every time I think of that phrase now, I'm just gonna picture two children in a trench coat accompanying an adult.
Where did I get hit?
Oh, you're gonna tell that story now, Grant?
Oh, Silas, did you see that? It was a video of like a D&D character idea, and it's two gnomes in a trench coat.
Oh, of course. There's also 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Mm.
But this guy, like, nobody knew his character was two gnomes in a trench coat, not even the DM. But he made it a point the entire session to be like, where did I get hit? And so he was accounting each of the gnomes' hit points, and nobody knew it was two gnomes in a trench coat until one of them died.
Dude.
And they're down to just one gnome. In a battle, there's just one gnome.
You know,
Think about how weak that character must be, though, for two gnomes in a trench coat, because gnomes are not big enough for a trench coat. Those arms, like, they're not going to be able to fit through the arms.
Matthew Mercer in his first Critical Role campaign made something that has become famous across the D&D world, where he had a shopkeeper be 3 kobolds in a trench coat, and one of them rolled a high enough check where they were suspicious about it, but none of them ever rolled good enough or could catch it, and no one ever got proof, and he would never admit it, but they're all determined that it was 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
No, definitely not.
No. Dude,
Could never be.
I remember seeing something that was just so. I'm trying to remember the exact video I saw about D&D, because I don't play D&D, but the more and more videos I see, the more and more I just want to join a session to see what it's like, because
That's what I'm thinking. Like, because if Shire's down as well, we could literally make an episode a 1 hour one shot.
fuck it, dude.
Let's do it.
We definitely
What?
can. Yeah, I'm down.
What is that?
Like it's a D&D campaign, but it's meant to be only like one session long.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, just like I keep seeing stupid shit just makes me laugh every time. Like
Have you ever heard of the peasant cannon?
what?
So the way D&D combat works, everyone rolls and everyone has a turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every round, no matter how many people are in it, every round takes 6 seconds. It's either 6 or 10.
Oh,
I can get them backwards. But basically every 6 or 10 rounds is 1 minute.
Wow,
okay.
that's very quick.
Yeah, 1 minute real time. So that's how they interpret. Because think about it, if a war is happening, think about how many things are happening at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to pay an entire village of people a gold and have them all stand in a line and technically start a combat round or start combat, so everyone takes their turn, and then give one person at one end of the line, give them a ball or rock,
Mm-hmm.
and just simply have them hand it to the next person.
And it accelerates it.
Yeah, and by the laws of physics in the D&D world, no matter how long the line is, that is going in under a minute. So the more people you have in that line, the faster it accelerates until it becomes pretty much a nuke.
Until it reaches terminal velocity.
Yeah, so that is the peasant cannon.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yes, trust me, D&D people, they think of some fuck shit, and it's
Dude,
great.
It's like hearing that stone that just like detects gravity. Like
I
the
love
one that they
useless magic items.
just the one that they thought, oh, this will never be useful. It's just gonna be a rock that just drops, and then eventually they got into like the void or whatever. Like,
oh yeah, and it moved like to the
yeah.
yeah. I remember that.
Dude, that is such a creative thing too.
People like that's the best part about being a DM is getting caught off guard when people do shit that you didn't think about. Because it is such a horrible and amazing feeling all at once. It's beautiful.
It's like these motherfuckers just completely ruined my idea, but they're having such a great time as well, and it was so creative. I'm giving it to them,
From Dragon Ball Z Abridged, there's one of my favorite clips where it's, a new feeling, pride in someone else. Unfortunately, it's overshadowed by all this unyielding rage.
Literally, bro. It's so real. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I will feel when Grant gets a girlfriend. It's like I'm so proud of him, but also they just took my best friend. Fuck this.
Yeah, but also fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But I once read a D&D story where a guy gave them one of those useless magic items where it was actually magical. It had an effect. It was a coin that would turn into a tree.
Yep, I remember this.
That's
that's
slip it into somebody's pocket.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was just a coin that would turn into a tree. And the DM genuinely did not think that it was going to go bad until the first main boss fight started going horribly wrong and everyone was knocked down but the last fighter, and the fighter took the coin, shoved it down the werewolf's throat, lost his arm, and then split the werewolf in multiple pieces because a tree grew inside him.
That's so smart, though.
That is so smart.
That is exactly like an episode out of some kind of anime or something.
Dude, and that's what I like. That is so badass. Like, yeah, you're like the boss that you've been working so hard on is just dead, but that was so cool.
That was just such a creative like fight instinct,
Evolution, yeah.
That's why I think like if we do a one shot and everyone ends up liking it, we could make it like a once every couple of episodes thing. Like
Yeah,
even
I
have a
can
campaign.
like every 5 episodes or so.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
add it in there every once in a while.
I'd be down for that.
I'd be down.
Shire.
Welcome to the planning stage of
Yeah,
the podcast.
exactly.
We like to do it on air.
Yeah, we if you guys think that like this show is any part of like it all planned out, we started with an idea. Like by the way, this is the first idea we had for a plan of going back in literal like probably like 3 months before the podcast ended. We had not had a single idea for what we were doing to record. This is the first idea that we had in like
forever.
Damn,
Practically
like
forever.
6 months at least.
Wait, what's the idea?
But
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then the second we started recording, that idea went out the window, and we never talked about it. We have yet to talk about it one time.
We got deterred by one thing. That's what always happens. Someone mentions one thing that somehow turns.
We mentioned the
into
TED show, and it just went off the rails.
Everything went off the rails.
You know, I'm not even mad about it because like, while it would have been a good episode, I feel like this has actually been like a pretty good episode so far. It's
I feel like
definitely
it's
one
been
of the better episodes we've had in recent times. You know,
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Besides the fact that Shire hasn't pitched in much.
he's pitched in more than usual, so that's good.
No, what we need is more Austin opinions because they're gonna be terrible. So we just got to make fun of them.
Dude,
Austin
no,
does
really, dude,
have
we
a
could
lot of
make an
terrible
entire
opinions.
series on just my opinions and people making fun of them, because I get made fun of for it all the time. Throw something out there, and I guarantee I'll have an opinion on it, and I will just be
Hold on.
ridiculed.
Hold on. Did you just say it happens all the time?
It happens all the time.
Not just with us.
No, I get made fun of in Widow's chat all the time because I'll make a statement that I think, oh yeah, everyone or most people will agree with this, and no one agrees with it, and I'll just get ridiculed for it. I literally get known like her constant phrase she says to me is like, "We know you're wrong, but we love you for it."
So are you almost ready to admit that you're the problem?
I'm never the problem. I don't know what you mean.
Okay. There's that. I mean, if literally everyone in your life is like, dude, your opinions are terrible.
No,
You think at some point,
no. Listen. It's not that all my opinions are wrong. It's that I only voice my hot takes. That's the difference. I only voice my hot takes, so everyone always thinks all my opinions are wrong. So they're always they're always determined that anything out of my mouth is always going to be wrong. So even when I do produce a valid take that's not even a hot take, they'll disagree because I just said so much bullshit before.
I'll agree with you when you're right, but you have a lot of atrocious opinions.
Because I'm always voicing my hot takes only, especially for content.
voice a normal opinion.
Okay.
He can't even think of
Oh
one.
no, I can. This country is fucked. There's one. I feel
Fair
like
enough.
yeah, that's a valid one.
How about another one?
Another one. Going EV is a terrible solution for cars, especially if we look at Chicago right now. What's happening with all the Teslas and shit? It's quite clear that that's why a lot of companies have backtracked on their EV plans because they realize that it's just not sustainable for most people.
Fair enough.
See, I'm knowledgeable
How
on a
about a
lot
hot
of shit,
take?
but I only
about a
voice
hot
on a hot take. Okay. Okay, what specific field do you want hot take? I have a lot of hot takes. So I'm like, I need to think of like you need to give me a little bit more because I'm not sure what I've already talked about on the podcast.
Silas, what do you think?
I don't know, I was distracted.
See,
What's a
this
hot-
is
what's a hot
exactly
take, Bob?
why I don't list valid takes because no one pays attention. But if I list a hot
No,
take, everyone's
I'm-
interested.
Me and Shire were putting planning stuff in chat.
Okay. No, give me just like a general like field of things that could be hot takes, and I can name mine.
Mm,
'Cause I need something more specific than just a hot take.
Hot take. Hot take
I
about
mean, it's
sports.
not that
About
bad.
sports.
Yeah.
Um, this is kind of valid, but it's also kind of a hot take, depending on if you're actually a sports fan. Um, most sports besides college sports have become too political, and they're no longer fun to watch. Anything that's professional is just kind
Wait,
of
I'm
boring.
sorry. I'm sorry. You just reminded me of something. I saw a TikTok today on how someone explained, or it was a TikTok about how a guy brought a African American from the 1700s to today and showed him football, and then the guy from the 1700s proved how football is slavery.
Yeah. Yep.
It lines up a little too well.
Yeah. It does. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, I'm not sure if that's technically a hot take or not. I mean, I think a lot of people who are just like who watch sports be like, oh well, no, it's about the game and stuff like that. But it's like for people who are not like absolutely in love with football and shit, you go to watch these games and shit to escape, and then all of a sudden there's political shit all over, ads all over about all the different shit. It's like that Bill Burr skit, where he's like on Conan talking about that. I'm just here to watch a game, you know. What? Why the fuck are we holding up signs against cancer? So it's like, what are we doing here? Like that bit.
My hot take: professional basketball is worthless.
100%. It
It
is
is awful.
the only thing good about professional basketball is it gives an incentive to college players to play better and make it more entertaining.
True.
That is the
So
only thing the NBA is good for.
Dude, it's because the NBA, so the era of like Steph Curry and like shooting like crazy threes and shit
Mhm.
has ushered in an era of like zero defense. Right? So the score is like hundreds to hundreds, and it's so boring.
Yes, dude. That's why damn near I don't like watching like Big Ten schools play basketball anymore. I used to be all about it. I like watching some of those smaller teams because their like teamwork is a lot better. It's like here's the thing. I played basketball most of my life. I stopped playing once I got to high school, but I played basketball most of my life. That team dynamic is something that they always push really, really hard.
Oh yeah.
And then now you'll see a lot of big team, and people argue this. This is another hot take, but people argue this. A lot of these Big Ten schools are very talent based, right? They recruit these like high talent players, and then they try and mold them into just a team that works together. Where a lot of these like smaller teams, they do have good talent, but a lot of them aren't like nearly as good as these Big Ten schools that have like more higher chance of getting to the NBA. So it's not about like, hey, like showing off. It's about winning the game, and so it's a lot more teamwork based and like hitting on, hey, you need to be doing this to really improve as a team as a whole, and not make yourself look better.
Yeah.
And that is definitely a hot take that like people have argued with me, but I think
don't know that's a hot take.
I've heard a lot of arguments against it, but I generally think it's a valid point. Like I think when
I
I'm
definitely think it's a valid point.
well, dude, one thing that pisses me off so much, like I'm a UK fan, right?
Yeah.
It's my family's from Kentucky, so I loved watching UK basketball. I
When they were
don't
good.
anymore. You know why?
They
Because
just recruit high talent players and then leave a season later.
well, like yeah, they recruit high talent players, and then they either leave their after their freshman or after their sophomore year. We have not had like juniors and seniors on a team that were like legitimately really good players in so fucking long. The last time I enjoyed watching UK basketball was when the Anderson twins were playing in 2015. 2015. That was 8 years, damn near 9 years ago now. And like, I don't know, something about watching those two play with the team. Did you ever watch UK basketball back then?
I didn't know.
Okay, the Anderson twins were very entertaining to watch because they were. It was basically right before the Steph Curry
Oh yeah.
thing, where like shooting crazy threes and shit like that. They were the ones who were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But they were also just so aggressive on their offense as well. Like, so they had like, it was, they had like two seniors who were like these 7 foot something dudes who were just crazy good at defense. And then you had the Anderson twins who were just super aggressive on offense. So you had high defense and high scoring offense. And the other teams just could not compete.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they end up making it to the NBA. I don't think they end up actually getting in because of one press conference afterwards. I think they end up losing in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which one it was, but one of the Anderson twins were like super pissed off because they thought they were gonna make it to the NBA after that season, and they went like onto the press conference or whatever and like cussed out the other team on live TV.
Oh my god.
And
Idiot.
that completely ruined their chance.
It really did.
Yeah, and they got some backlash for that. But also, dude, you know what made okay? My dad's like rooting for this team with this coach is always difficult. Because have you ever like seen Coach Calipari?
No.
To me, as someone who's not like, watching for them to like really win anymore, who just watches it out of enjoyment, it is so funny watching Coach Calipari because I swear he's gotten more technicals than I can count.
Oh my god.
He's always just so aggressive and so pissed off all the time. And he's always saying some dumb shit that pisses off the ref.
Of course, dude.
Oh, dude. Okay. It's like one of my favorite scenes in How I Met Your Mother. And it always just reminds me of Coach Calipari because Marshall ends up coaching like this basketball team for Lily's kindergartners, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have this ref named Kenny. And he's like, "Ref, are you kidding me? There is a fucking teen wolf on the other team." Or just he kind of fantasizing about how the other team, which is like 7 foot, there's a teen wolf and shit like that. Just because they were just smoking them, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "You are killing me, Kenny." He goes, "Calm down, coach, or I'll give you a technical." "Oh, Kenny, I'm begging you to give me a technical." Like, that is Coach Calipari, 100%. Bro is just absolutely dying to get kicked out of the game.
This guy's still talking.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch it every now and again. Here's the thing. My dad used to be so pissed off watching the games. If they would lose, he would have to sit in silence for like 30 minutes and just recuperate. Me, if I'm watching now, he's a lot better now because he doesn't. Once we got those freshman teams that just kept coming in every year now, like he stopped caring as much. But to me now, it's so funny because I'll just watch how mad everyone gets. Because here's like my family too, like my extended family, like big UK fans and shit because they're all from Kentucky. So like they get pretty serious about UK football or UK basketball too. Like, and I just get to watch now going, yeah.
Well, dude,
This is
you talk about like basketball philosophy, but like Purdue, our team,
Mhm.
all of our starters except for Edie are from Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well,
we're a
dude,
homegrown team.
well, if you think about it, Larry Bird was from Indiana.
True.
One of the
I'm gonna be
greats.
honest. Here's the reality: like, Edie's probably not gonna make it to the NBA.
No, probably not.
He's just not. I don't know.
He's just tall.
Yeah, he's just tall. But our team, like overall, is really, really strong.
Mhm.
Like, we have a really, really great team, and
Yeah.
that's why we're ranked so high.
Dude, it's always so funny to me going to like family functions and shit, right? Because
Mhm.
every time, cause I'm at, we're at Purdue. They're like,
I'm aware.
they're like, how you feeling about your team this year? I'm just like, fuck you mean my team? I don't like this team. I don't like this school. I just go here. That's the thing. Any school I go to, I usually don't end up having school spirit for. And I understand why people do, but for me, it literally just takes one bad semester or one bad year to completely overshadow all the good things the school does or whatever. Like if I just get absolutely fucked by my classes and just end up having a shit semester a year, the school is dead to me. I have no school spirit. I'm there to finish my degree. I have fun with my friends, but I don't give a shit about the school. And by spring semester last year, that's exactly what happened. And now I have, like, fall, I was super excited to be at Purdue. Like, after spring, I hate it here. I absolutely despise it here.
Bro, is the emotional maturity of a 7-year-old.
You're goddamn right I do. I also have the food palate of one.
That is not something to be proud of.
And I know, but I don't care.
Fair enough.
I mean, dude, at this point, like, fuck it, man.
I'm proud to be a child.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you haven't watched SpongeBob, so you don't know.
That is true. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a whole episode about like SpongeBob being ugly until eventually he starts shouting from his rooftop, "I'm ugly and I'm proud." He just starts shouting it over and over again, and Squidward just on his roof going, "Is that what they're calling it these days?" Yeah, but yeah, dude, some of the fucking old jokes and like adult jokes in old TV shows are so fucking funny, and like cartoons and shit. They sprinkled them in just for the parents, dude. Even in just Cars alone, there are so many adult jokes in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Cars, we got robbed. I know I texted you this. In the UK version of Cars, Jeremy Clarkson plays Harv, Lightning McQueen's agent. He voices Harv, but we got someone else in the US version.
Unbelievable.
Shameful, dude, because it was like at the height of Top Gear as well.
True. Dude,
It is
Top
what it
Gear
is.
is such a good show.
Well, it was. And
Yeah.
think about, like, the Grand Tour is about to release their final episode soon.
Dude, when is The Boys season 4 gonna drop? Or
This year.
Whatever. This year?
Yeah, it's supposed to drop earlier this year. They have not announced the date yet. They just said 2024. So probably March, April kind of thing.
Fuck off.
Anyway, maybe May.
I'm so
May,
tired of waiting.
yeah. Well, we had Gen V as well, so you know, like it helped a lot.
True.
Listen, you didn't have to. You started watching when season 3, like after season 3 had already finished. I waited through season 1 through 3. All right, you can wait your fucking turn. All right, that's like, dude. If I end up ever having kids,
You don't even know the meaning of waiting. Shut it.
no. If I ever have kids, right, which I'm not going to, but if I ever do, and they get interested in the MCU, I'm gonna make them wait that fucking full year between Infinity War and Endgame, just like we did.
So you're that kind of piece of shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
waited for One Punch Man season 2.
So did I.
I'm still waiting for One Punch Man season 3.
Same.
Okay. I sat and I waited for seasons 2, 3, and 4 of Overlord.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I served my nickel.
I've been waiting 4 years for shit that's finally just being animated now.
Like solo
Solo
leveling.
leveling?
Yep.
One Piece.
Oh,
Yeah, true. Dude, no.
I'm excited
Hey,
for solo leveling.
Silas, how did you feel about this? The first episode of Solo Leveling end up beating Gear 5 Luffy on Crunchyroll.
That's fine because it didn't crash the sites.
Fair enough.
We do not get me wrong. Solo leveling is fucking lit and it deserves the hype. Okay, do not get me wrong on that part. But literally, Gear 5 Luffy was plastered all around the world on on fucking sidewalks, street signs, billboards, graffitied, plastered on every form of social media on the internet, and shut down Crunchyroll 3 times.
That's
Like,
why I just don't
like-
use Crunchyroll. I just use the
Like, I'm just saying, like,
Pirating app.
nothing will ever beat the moment Gear 5 Luffy happened, but so many things are just as powerful.
Can we talk about for a second how great pirating shit is? All right. Like
Oh, it's wonderful.
obviously it's not legal, but listen,
And of course, we don't do it.
we definitely don't do it unless it's in Minecraft. And anyway, so have you, like, Silas Shire, have you guys seen what like the Ubisoft CEO put out the other day? at the
No.
announcement. He said the
No.
gamers should get used to not owning the games they buy.
Fucking what?
Exactly. So everyone's like, well, by that logic, if we don't buy your if we don't own the games that we buy, then us pirating your games we still don't own. So technically, it's not piracy if we don't own it in the first place. So everyone's just being like, we're gonna drain Ubisoft dry of their money. They're gonna go bankrupt again because they've already gone bankrupt. Dude, think about this. They went bankrupt last year. They turned it around only to put them back in the ground with this shit again. It took them 1 year to go from bankrupt to about to go bankrupt again.
Dude, Jinxie brought him back, and they're throwing it away again.
Dude, this is like the third time. It's crazy. I don't understand how you can be such a fuck up of a company. Like,
I think Ubisoft. I think at some point along the way, someone bought them out and made it into a money laundering scheme, and then it got out of control. And now they just have to keep pumping out games. So they're trying to figure out a way for people to stop buying their games so they can launder money normally.
bring back gamers in AAA companies and like esports companies as like the main execs, because like look at like FaZe, look at Ubisoft, EA, Blizzard, Activision, all of like the original people who were gamers and who built that company, like games built by gamers, you know, are now run by big executives who have never touched a game in their life and are just caring about money and are absolutely throwing that shit completely off track to what they were. All of those other companies, like all those same like people who started those AAA companies now, went and founded their own new companies where they're making smaller indie game kind of things. Bringing them back to the AAA company so they can make good games again. They're bigger. You know, a lot of people play so they don't die off as soon. You know, like that's what we need.
Make gaming great again.
Dude, telling you, like gaming isn't. Everyone's like, oh yeah, gaming is dying. Gaming is not dying. It's at a bad state right now because so many fucking AAA companies are ruining the gaming market and everyone just keeps feeding into their bullshit. Let those companies die and let the indies rise back up. That's all it is. Like, look, think about this. A single dev created a game that has outperformed every AAA game in the past 5 years.
Lethal Company.
Yeah.
And that dude's a furry.
A Roblox.
And that dude's a furry.
A Roblox furry. like, how bad of a company do you have to be that you're getting outperformed by that?
To be fair, with Lethal Company, it is not necessarily the game itself that made it so popular.
It's the content from the game.
It was the clips of people being stupid.
Exactly, and that's the thing.
But that can happen on damn near any game.
But
to be fair, there was a modest amount of luck involved in Lethal Company blowing up as much as it did.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of the old games, you had that opportunity to where it was very easy to do stupid shit and get content from it. Now people are making games that are so balanced, so sweaty, that like it's damn near impossible to get those clips unless you're absolutely fragging out. That's like only clips and shit. So you have to be able to have those games where people can just do stupid shit and laugh. But companies are so focused on graphics and making it look realistic, they're forgetting that gaming is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have fun with it, and that's exactly what Lethal Company brought. Yes,
Not always.
Yes,
gaming is known for pissing people off as well.
That's the competitive side.
No, not just competitive.
Well,
gaming in
when
general
you had to blow in the
pisses people off.
cartridge, sure.
I have
Make eye
seen
contact with
people
it, you
lose
know.
Their shit at games they should have no right losing their shit at.
Like what?
Like fucking Mario Party.
Mario Party makes perfect sense for people to get mad at.
No,
that is
for breaking
highly,
a fucking wall.
That is highly competitive. Listen, that is highly
I have
competitive
really seen
because
a
you're not
video
going.
of a guy that was playing with two of his friends, and I didn't see what happens because the camera was just on them. But something happens, and dude just fucking loses his shit and full on starts shoulder checking the wall over and over.
I've seen someone. Do you guys watch Grizzy?
Yep.
Do you remember the door incident?
Oh, in Warzone?
And he was playing Warzone. He got so pissed off, he goes to the the back of his room, grabs his door, and just rips it off of its hinges.
Bro,
That's my point,
Grizzy
though,
is
is
a
that, like,
different beast, bro.
any game has the potential to piss someone off enough to do stupid shit. All it needs is the right day and the right combo of bullshit.
True, but like
And
specifically,
the right
but
person.
Mario
I don't-
Party,
I don't
yeah,
break things.
I
don't
get
break
pissed
things
easy.
like
I don't,
that.
but I try not to break things anymore. I don't punch like holes in wall shit. I just like throw my controller and shit. I've broken a lot of controllers through that.
I've
But
never broken anything playing games.
I've broken
anyway,
a lot of shitty Turtle Beach headsets for Xbox.
true. Mario Party specifically, that is absolutely meant to piss someone off because it's the same as Mario Kart. You're not playing against people just better than you. You're playing against people you know who are gonna never let that shit slide anymore. They're gonna keep hitting it on you. So when you're that shit feeds
Yeah, but
into you.
it should never get to a point
It
where
absolutely
you're
should.
breaking the shit out of a
It
wall.
absolutely
Dude.
should, bro. Dude, Silas, did we not tell you about last year that a kid was playing League with his roommate and two others?
Okay. But League, have you watched Tyler one?
No.
People have broken.
This isn't breaking. He was so mad at his roommate for playing so bad, he stabbed the motherfucker and killed him.
Yeah, that's I can understand that reaction. as a League
Exactly.
player.
But that's the thing. He knew that dude and was getting mad at someone because he knew him as well and expected more. There's a higher pressure when you're playing with someone you know.
I would stab anyone who was playing Acid League. All right, I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, Ludwig is fearing for his life when next time he sees Tyler White.
Ludwig always needs to fear in his life after his fucking performance. He needs to stay away.
Did you see him
Dude.
like send a comment? Like he sent like a donation to Tyler One with a comment on it, and he goes, "Oh, thanks, man." And then someone goes, "That's Ludwig," and he goes, "Ludwig, get the fuck out of here! I hate that guy." And he's just like staring at him.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Probably the most mad I ever get is when I'm gaming in person with my family. I was playing Mario Party 8 and with my mom, my brother, and my sister-in-law. Right? And
God.
it was near the end of the game. It was neck and neck, really, really close. And we got a team mini game, and my mom was on my team. And my mom threw the bag so fucking hard. I was so mad.
Dude.
I laid into
I think
my
dude.
poor
I think you're
mother.
so mad. I can
That-
hear it in your voice.
That right there,
I
Grant.
laid into my poor mom. I was
That
like,
right there.
What are you doing? You're losing us the game.
That right there is exactly what I did to Brad. I've told you the story. This is the
Yeah.
reason I still call him Five of Hearts to this day. Because you know Sequence, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Silas and Shire, do you guys know what Sequence is?
Sounds
Sure,
familiar?
It's a board game basically where you have like you guys all have cards and shit, like just regular like playing cards, right? And there's different like there's two of each card on this board, and it's kind of like you're playing bingo, kind of. Or so there's 5 that you have to get, and you have to match each card, and you have a partner, right?
You've already lost me.
Okay. So, anyway, we're playing this, and I have this thing where I know he has a 5 of hearts, right? If he places the 5 of hearts at this one spot, we get a single one, and then my next turn, I can place down my wild card, and that gets me our next one, which means we win, because you have to get a double 5 in a row, right? To win the game. And this motherfucker places down his 5 of hearts, but puts it on the other 5 of hearts on the board. And not the one that would win us the game. And I just go, Brad, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, what? And I look, I'm like, 5 of hearts, and he looks at me 4 row. To be fair, he was pretty drunk at this point, but we still make fun of him for it this time. He was tired and drunk, and we make fun of him for it all the time by calling him 5 of hearts, because I was so pissed off. Because here's the thing, my dad and myself are supreme shit talkers. My dad knows how to piss me off like no one else, though. And he had beat us 3 times at this point. I wanted my get back. And I saw my chance, and Brad absolutely threw the fucking bag. And then, literally, the next, like, 2 rounds after that, my dad and, I think it was Brittany, Brad's wife, ends up winning. And I just go, motherfucker, and I just leave. I just walk away. I was so pissed off.
Can we take a second to talk about how Dr. Miami is turning people into Cenobites?
Dude, like the one who keeps doing the fucking face shit, like they stretch it out.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
He's turning people into like the alien from Men in Black 1.
no,
Who like grabs the back of his head and like pulls it up.
they look exactly like the Who's from Whoville and Grinch. Like
They
that,
look like fucking Muppets.
they're pretty terrible, dude. If I saw the pictures of them, I would literally never go there.
It looks like Dwight wearing the doll mask.
Those poor people, dude.
I feel bad for him, honestly.
At this point, no. Honestly, no, I don't. They deserve it if they got that. Like,
To be honest.
yeah. If you're going for plastic surgery, bro, like, you don't need it.
So vain.
Yeah.
So vain.
Just let the wrinkles come in, man. It's fine. It is what it is. Oh, Jesus. All right. We're already almost at like 100 or 100 an hour 30. So I should probably go ahead and wrap this up.
Yep.
Grant, again, send them off because it's your time. It's your time to shine, buddy.
I refuse.